Guys, I need to tell you something. It's going to be my best fragrances of 2020. So these fragrances are not going to be purchases from 2020 in particular. These are going to be the ones that I've worn the most and the ones that I've tended to lean towards. I do have a number one fragrance of 2020, and I think it will surprise you as it did me. So on to the first fragrance. This is absolutely amazing, and I always bang on about this. It's very, very underrated. It's Purple Gourmand from Pocket Scents, and as the title suggests, it's a gourmand. For me, this one needs to be talked about a hell of a lot more. Its quality, it's just beautiful. This next fragrance has a bit of
leather.
So this is from Perfume Parlour, and this is called Italian Rawhide, and this is a clone of Tuscan Leather. I do prefer Razazzi's Lucuam, but I've not managed to get a bottle of that just yet. It smells like Tuscan leather, and it's absolutely monstrous in the winter. Okay, so these next two are samples because I've not managed to get full bottles of them just yet. So with these two, I've been very careful on how I use them, just so they last a bit longer. Zaharaf Signature Pour Homme was a big surprise for me. The opening, I was a bit, but then when it dried down, that's when the magic happened. And I'm looking forward to testing Georgia's new fragrances. Nishane 100 Silent Ways. Oh my god, what a scent. I'm getting a full bottle regardless of how long it takes me to get it. I'd probably say that this would be my ultimate date fragrance. Next up is one that I've talked about quite a lot, and it's probably not a surprise that it's on my list. Bleecker Street, I absolutely love this one from Bond number 9. Oh, it's just so fresh, and I've been wearing it more in the winter, and it feels comforting. It just lasts all day, and because I've been wearing a scarf because it's absolutely freezing, this has clung on to that scarf. So when I put it back on, it's like, oh my god, easily one of my favourite fragrances. This next one I tested out on one of Tony's lives. Istanbul from Gallivant. What a fragrance. This one I tested on the Frag Lads live, and I let it settle a bit. I didn't wear it for a month or two, and then when I put it back on, it must have smoothed it out because it smells even better than the first time, and that is going to be a full bottle purchase at some point. It has a vanilla that reminds me a little bit of Nishane's Annie in the background, and it's got that Middle Eastern vibe to it as well. So on to the next fragrance. Montblanc Explorer. What else can I say? Yes, it does smell similar to Aventus. I think it's marked its territory in terms of standing on its own. It performs great, it smells great, and it's a winner in my book. I think this next one reminded me a little bit of Bleecker Street, and that's why I liked it. out of that discovery pack, Cedra Atlas was my favourite. We went over it on the Frag Lads Live, and for me personally, that was what stood out for me. There was a nice sharpness to it. I think it reminded me a little bit of Bleecker Street. Something in both of them that I like, that earthy freshness to it. This next one, I have absolutely blasted through the bottle. Prada L'Homme. Absolute sexy beast of a fragrance. Don't know if you can see. This is such a good, clean fragrance. And I don't think anyone that I've given a little sniff to, none of them have said that they didn't like this fragrance. And a few videos that I did before, this was the one that kept coming out on top. So I know it's a good fragrance. And also, Dan, who does the channel, is very picky. He's gone out and bought a bottle himself. This next one, I've rambled on about this one because I don't see many people talk about it. It is a clone, and it is one of my favourites. Perfume Parlour's version of Bond No. 9's Scent of Peace. So I prefer Scent of Peace for him over Aventus. The pricing was a bit high for me with the Bond No. 9, and then when Perfume Parlour had a version, I got it, smelt it. It's at least 95% the same, and I can't get enough of this. It's that pineapple. It's probably a bit more sour than your Aventus, but this performs well. It's 100% a staple in my summer collection. This next one I smelt on a unboxing that me and Anthony did. Zara Rich, warm and addictive. And yeah, as soon as I smelt this, I think it was straight after a not so great one that we smelt. This just stood out, and it's exactly what it's named. It's rich, it's got that sweetness to it, it's got that warmth coming in, and it's very, very addictive. For the price that you pay for this and the type of smell that you get, absolutely worth your money. So my number one fragrance really surprised me. I only got it in oil version in December, and I couldn't stop wearing it. So this is Confusion 1648, and it's a clone of Nasamato's Baronda. My god, look at this oil version is that small. It performs like a beast. It smells, I can't even describe it. It's got that whiskey spirit smell. It also feels like it's got a bit of a coconutty vibe in the background as well. This, guys, is absolutely... I've not managed to get a full bottle just yet because Christmas was there and the delivery service was going to take a long time. So when I make my next purchase at Perfume Parlour, this is going to be first on my list. Honestly, guys, the oil version sticks to my clothes. So when I've been wearing coats, put my coat back on, I can smell it all over my coat. This isn't a normal fragrance that I would personally lean towards. It's not something where I want to go buy that boozy fragrance. And this is why it really surprised me why I feel this is shot up right to the top of my list. Can't get enough of this one, honestly. I'm going to try the original just to see how they compare. I'm pretty sure the original will probably blow this one out of the water, but seriously, this one is still awesome in its own right. So that was my list of favorite fragrances from 2020. Drop me a comment down below. What was your favorite from 2020? So me and Anthony got lots of reviews on the way. It's going to be very fragrance heavy at the minute because obviously the cinemas are shut. So movie reviews will be on the back burner a little bit. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We'd love to see some more new faces come in. Until next time, stay safe and smell sexy.